Nidaa, there are so many occasions where you find that the target audience is not on social media, and in the B2B context, that means largely that they are not on LinkedIn, right? So, first of all, have you come across such scenarios?
Yes, that's an interesting take, actually. Interesting thing to
Yeah,
discuss today, because usually when we are talking about running ads or pitching to clients, we take it for granted that the target audience is there only on LinkedIn.
yeah,
But
yeah,
what if it isn't there? So I think for an example, I would say we've come across medical professionals. If we are
right.
medical equipment sellers, then we need to target such doctors and hospitals, and they are not necessarily on social
Yeah,
media, on LinkedIn. And even if they are not that active.
yeah. Okay, so I'll just share my screen right now, and let's look at this some example, right? So there are various so when you say one aspect is that they are not on LinkedIn, the other aspect is that they are more active on some other forums. So I think the one example which comes to my mind is Amazon sellers, right? So Amazon sellers in the US, especially the new ones, you will see that they are a lot more active on Reddit, right? So if you are
Okay.
a brand which is trying to reach out to them, then it makes more sense for you to be more active on Reddit as compared to LinkedIn, especially if you are going after the US market, right? Similarly, there are other examples. For example, if you're looking at very senior chief marketing officers, right? They may be spending more and less time on LinkedIn and more time on such niche specialist kind of sites, which have higher quality content. So the what I wanted to quickly discuss is the fact that these scenarios happen. Like I think and the medical fraternity example that you took, that's really like bang on target, right? Because they are notorious for not spending time on any social platform, right? They just don't have the time to really engage and read stuff, but they may be there on
Yeah.
other sites, right? And let's look at what are, like, very quickly, what is the quickest way to find out where your target audience is present. So this is a tool called SparkToro, and I'm just going to say, um, let's say doctor. So what do you think doctors would be searching for online? Let's say, or doctors or dentists. Any thoughts on what they would be searching online?
X-ray machines
Okay, so
or
let's
medical
just
equipment. A general keyword would be medical equipment.
okay. Okay, so you see that there are some websites which have come up. There are some some social networks have come up, but these are less than the website consumption, right? Also, they are talking about some accounts that they follow a lot, etc. Right? So now I'm just looking at, yeah. So the point is that it's always good, especially in when your target audience is not there on the social platforms. It makes sense to look to use a tool like SparkToro, which is basically an audience research tool, and look at the specific sites where your audience is active. And you can also look at podcasts, right? So there
Yeah.
could be specific podcasts that your target audience is active on. And look at, I mean, this tool does not cover, but sometimes there could be newsletters. Now doctors, for example, they could be looking at specific following
Journal.
some specific journals, conferences. They're more interested in that. So it makes sense to directly start researching about this and then find out how you can actually uh, partner with in the content creation on such channels, right? So if they are present on some niche sites, so there could be some opportunities to sponsor the content, or you could be a contributor.
Yeah.
There are some very good opportunities with respect to sponsoring email newsletters. Now, there is the thing about all this, in fact, newsletters, podcasts, is that there is no one big site which will tell you, okay,
Yeah.
these are the newsletters and these are the rates, and you have to go through that manual effort
Yeah,
of
individual chains of communication
yes,
with them and coordination
yes,
as
yes. I mean, at least I don't know of any one big site which just aggregates all the options and also gives the
well.
rates. And I don't like recollect
None.
anything. So yeah, so it's that manual outreach which is, and sometimes you get good opportunities, you get good rates. You just have to try. And so that's really the what we wanted to cover. And basically, if your target audience is not on social, explore partnership and content creation options with channels like these. And a good tool to start doing this research is Spark.